Nothing in this recording is intended as investment advice, and the people in this recording may hold positions in the companies they talk about. Do not make any investment based solely on a tip or recommendation. Please do your own research.
Hello and welcome to Zak's Traders Cafe. Today I'm joined by Ryan Dolder, who's CEO at Rogue Baron. How are you today, Ryan?
Hey Zach, I'm doing well. How about you?
Doing fine. I haven't spoken to you for quite a while, and Rogue Baron's been a bit quiet in terms of shouting out its news. Maybe you can tell us the latest.
Yeah, so it was quiet for a little while. We kind of went through some growing pains on both sides, just the growing pains with getting the business going, getting the funding behind it and doing the right things, but also the growing pains of kind of having a brand that was taking off and gaining traction a lot faster than we had kind of anticipated. We always wanted that, but we kind of didn't anticipate the traction. And so a lot of what we were doing the past couple of years was just really trying to keep the growth and the company on the tracks and trying to build it properly. We knew if we did certain things that were tempting to do to try and lean into that, it might take us along a path of going too fast and then cause potential issues later on. So we really focused on kind of just almost hunkering down and just kind of building the company and building the brand and how we were doing things the right way, so that going forward that path can continue to ascend like we want and like we're seeing. And so the past couple of years doing that, but it was a buildup to continuing to grow and really focus all of our efforts on our main brand, Shinju, which are a Japanese whiskey. A lot of that was kind of just building the distribution channels, building those relationships, and kind of just growing it. We didn't have a ton of marketing dollars behind it, so a lot of it was organic, word of mouth, kind of doing those things. So it'd been quiet for a while, but doing those things and getting it set up properly has kind of led to where we are now, which is what we're really excited about. Was for we've been working on it for the past 6 months, and that was getting an investment deal done with Pronghorn, which is an investment arm of Diageo. They have taken an equity investment in the brand, which is great because that gives us additional funding to continue to do what we've been trying to do. But what we're really excited about is now they're going to put their resources and their efforts behind helping us build our brand. And so being partners with them now, we have access to their resources, their people, their expertise, and kind of allowing them to come in and really get behind it and really, show us a lot of the things that we still don't know. And so we're really excited about that. And that's kind of the big news that happened recently. And it's really kind of projected us and pushed us forward, where now we can get behind the brand and accelerate the growth. And then on top of that, with them being involved with Shinju and doing that, it allows us also as Rogue Baron, the company, to now focus on developing and launching a few of our other brands that we've always had the vision and ideas to launch. But with Shinju taking off and us having to put all of our efforts behind that, those have been kind of shelved for a while. So with all that coming together, now we're really excited because we got Shinju going. We have a great partner behind it. And now we can start to focus and launch some of our other brands and really take Rogue Baron to where we've always envisioned it going. And we'll see what happens.
So basically, your part of your business is being incubated by effectively by a major drinks group, and the rest of your brands are either flourishing or you're looking to expand them.
That's correct. And that's what, again, just I can't state it enough, is how excited we are really to have them as a partner, because you're right, they're going to help us push the brand, push it into new markets, push it into new distributors with from the sales side to the account side to the marketing side, all that. They're going to help us kind of incubate that and further grow from where we've taken it from start to now. But you're right, our other brands, now we can really focus on building them. But what's really cool now is that we can not only see what we've done with Shinju, but now with Pronghorn Diageo helping us, we can learn from them and learn and understand how they do things. And they've been massively successful for a lot of reasons, and we're able to now kind of pick their brain and learn from them and watch what they're doing with Shinju, and we can take those ideas and formulas and whatever it might be to now build these other brands that we have coming and following through the pipeline. And we've always envisioned Rogue Baron of being find the brand that we can get out there and get the traction and knock down the doors, and then have additional brands ready to go to follow through on that pipeline from the first brand that's already kicked down all the doors. And that's exactly where we're at right now.
One of the things, I suppose, of the beverage area is that you can go from being basically a zero to being a hero if you just find that particular niche in the market. But a brand name catches off, or a product catches off. Here in the UK, I think everybody's familiar with Fever Tree, the tonic water. They beat off the incumbents and became a multi-billion pound company. Is that the goal with Rogue Baron?
It is, and you're right about that. It sometimes there's no really rhyme or reason on why certain brands hit, but it's if you can catch that momentum, however you do it, and whether it's an amazing swell of word of mouth, or a bigger partner comes in and really helps push it, whatever that may be, those things can get any brand to take off, and then what you want to do is really capitalize on that momentum. And so that's exactly right. Is with the momentum we built with Shinju, granted it's been slower and it's taken us longer, but we've been very careful about it. And now with Pronghorn Diageo behind it, we'll look to their expertise to really increase that momentum and traction. And then, hopefully it kind of feeds into the market, and it hits to that point where all of a sudden it feels like and seems like all the consumers start to know your brand, and it kind of just feeds off itself. And that's what we're looking for. And that's what we're excited about with this partnership. But then at the same time, utilizing that piece to our advantage when launching our additional brands that we're coming through behind.
And is there any on the horizon? Is there any sign of when you'll have the inflection point in terms of revenue or cash flow, or just your personal goals in terms of Rogue Baron?
Yeah, there's kind of we've kind of looked at these in two separate pieces a bit now, almost to the point where Shinju is kind of its own piece, and then you have Rogue Baron with its additional brands in its portfolio. And I think that on one hand, with this investment and our plan for Shinju, we kind of have a 3-year plan on how we want to attack the market, our case sales goals per year, where we want to get to. And over the next year, as far as Shinju is concerned, if we kind of hit what we're planning along with Pronghorn, that is going to significantly increase our revenues and our cash flow and capital into the company. But then on the other hand, on the other side of it, our plan is now kind of off the backs of this big deal, is to go and raise additional money to further help launch these follow-up brands. And then from those and kind of the plan that we have there, we're looking at what we hope is projected 12 to 18 months where we'll have significant revenue back into the company once we develop these brands. And it's really, we will no longer be a one-horse race. We're going to have multiple horses in the race, and so multiple brands, across multiple markets instead of just specifically Shinju. So we're excited about the next 12 to 24 months, specifically from a revenue standpoint.
Well, we look forward to you galloping forward, but in the meantime, Ryan Dolder, CEO of Rogue Baron, thank you very, very much indeed.
Thanks, Zach. I appreciate it.